So much like the other ZX Spectrum game I did, Scuba Dive, a little while ago, this is Trashman for the ZX Spectrum. A really, really cute little game where we basically play a dustman, a binman, and we're going to go around emptying people's bins and try and avoid all the dangers that are involved with that. And it's really good fun. I think you'll really like this as a game if you've never seen it before, because it's just so different and such a lovely little idea that you play a dustman. So I'll just pop my name in and then we'll get started. So it says we've got to go and collect 5 bins from Montague Road. So I'm the little guy here moving to pick up the first bin. And there's lots of lovely details in this game. You'll see how he's walking when the bin's heavy, and when I empty it in the back of the dust lorry, he walks a lot faster as if the bin's lighter. And for every bin that you empty, if you don't walk on that property's grass, the owner of the house will come out from the front door and offer you a little bonus, and the bonus is in the top right of the screen. You'll see it counting down fairly quickly, and that's basically our time limit that we've got to empty all 5 bins before that reaches 0. So it always pays to try and call into people's houses and get the bonus that they're offering, but that will only happen, as I say, as long as we don't walk on their grass. So we've got to be very precise in how we maneuver the little bin man, and as I'm walking around on their paths, I've just got to make sure that I stick to the path and I don't walk on their grass. So we've got to do this, and 5 bins on the street, and then if we do that and complete it, we'll move on to another road. So the biggest dangers for the little bin man are the traffic flying up and down the road, and that will just kill us instantly and that'll end the game, or we just run out of bonus time. So if we happen to step on somebody's grass, they won't come out of the house like this person has here. We won't get the bonus, but the other downside is whenever you walk on somebody's grass, the bonus counts down even faster. It just zaps away that time. So it's another reason to be really, really careful. But I've always loved this. I've always loved the idea of going around emptying people's bins, which, funnily enough, when this game came out in the 80s, that's what the bin men did. They would walk around the back of your house, collect your bin, empty it, and put it back. And they don't do that anymore. You have to move your bin out to the front of the house, onto the side of the road. So that's another thing that's got crap about modern day life. The bin men have got it slightly easier. But yeah, you've got to be very, very careful. That the hardest part is crossing the road, because you can get skittled by the cars. You've just got to try. Oh, you see, I nearly did there. And then try and remember where the bin was picked up from as well. That's caught me out a few times, that I've often struggled to remember where I actually picked the bin up to return it when I drop it back off at the house. So that was the last bin. We managed to survive that. Tomorrow with another street view. Let's see how you fare on that one. I didn't get skittled, so I live to fight another day and empty more bins. Go and collect 6 bins from Pulteney Road. Okay, let's give that a go. So already you can see this is slightly more difficult because I'm having to walk around the back of the house. So I've got to be careful I don't move too far and walk onto the grass there. And there's also an added danger of, on the right pavement, on the right hand side, there's a little cyclist that comes down every so often. And if he touches you, he will zap your time as well. So it's slowly starting to introduce a few more difficult things as we play. But again, I really, really love this. This is, to me, the epitome of 8-bit gaming, where it's such a simple idea, but it's beautifully executed. And it's just fun to play. It's a really nice little game. And I had the original of this. I can remember very clearly the box with a picture of a big dustbin with Trashman written across it in red letters. And there was a sequel to this as well. I can't quite remember the title of it, but it was a very different style game, which I was very disappointed in, because I feel that this design is absolutely perfect. and they didn't expand on it. They just did something completely different for the sequel. Ah, there you are. You see, there's the cyclist. He ran into me and it zapped some of my bonus time. So hopefully, if I don't walk on people's grass here and I manage to get more bonus, I should be alright. So here we go. I've got to be very careful crossing the road. Yeah, come here! A bloody driver of the dust lorry is pulling forward as I'm walking up behind him. A good strategy is to wait for the cars to pass in both directions before you cross. But you tend to just forget to do that when you start playing because you're constantly aware of the time ticking down. Oh my god, I nearly got hit by the cyclist again. Okay, let's get this next bin. Yeah, so what other computer game do you know of where you play a bin man? Yeah, so this is a game for all the old people that moan when they're standing at bus stops going, "They never empty the bins." Well, they do on this street. What do they want? Come and look at my TV. Okay. Sometimes you miss what they're actually saying because you're too busy navigating your little man to read the text at the bottom of the screen. Oh, she's saying, I meant mend it, not watch it. Yeah, so you'll see he's walking more slowly there because the bin's really heavy. And then after I tip it into the back, he walks a lot faster. It's a lovely little detail, that. I like that. Okay, so that was just dropped off there. What do they want? Want a tip? Yes, I do. Keep off the grass. I've taken the bother to use my hover. Now that is a little nod to a game called Hover Bother that was written by a British programmer called Jeff Minter, who runs a software company called Llamasoft. And he cut his teeth in the 8-bit era in the very early 80s, and he's still going strong today. And I actually emailed Jeff Minter a couple of years ago. I sent him an email just to thank him for all the great games that he's done over the years. And he actually took the time to write me quite a lengthy email back. And he actually mentioned Hover Bother in that email. And he said that it was one of the first games that he ever did. And he designed it with the help of his dad. So there we go. That's another street done. Now I'm actually doing really well here. The few times that I've played this, I got skittled on the very first street. So we're now on street number 3. So it won't bode well. I don't think I'm going to survive to the end of this street, but we're going to give it a go. So we've got more bins to empty, so the bonus time is slightly more. But you'll see now the position of the bins is a bit more awkward, and we've got to navigate more paths. Give us a hand, mate. Okay, 60 points, it's worth doing. That was not funny applauding while everything collapsed. Oh, there's the cyclist. Oh, I just missed him, You see, you've got to go right round the back of the houses now to get the bins. So things are getting a bit more tricky. Oh, and there we go. I've been skittled. That was my own fault. I should have waited. Trashman killed in Grove Street. Nominee for Trashman of the Year, Fred Scrunge. That was my own fault. I did exactly what I said I shouldn't do. I should have waited for the cars to go past and then cross. But yeah, that is a great, lovely little game, and I still enjoy playing it to this day, all of these years later. So that was Trashman for the ZX Spectrum. So I'll see you next time.